Hello friends, welcome to Dreamweaver Crocheting with Love. In today's tutorial, I am going to teach you a stitch called Openwork Diamond Stitch. It's a very easy and lovely stitch and uses basic crochet stitches like double crochets and window stitches. This stitch is a repeat of 8 rows. That is, once you have done the 8 rows, the stitch repeats itself. Each row is worked in a particular sequence, and as we do each row, I shall explain the sequence in detail. Now let's begin the tutorial. The materials that I have taken are a 3mm crochet hook and any yarn of your choice. I have taken this cotton yarn. Our pattern stitch is a multiple of 8 plus 4 chains. For this sample, I am going to work 24 chains. That is the third multiple of 8 plus 4 chains. So in total, I will be working 28 chains. So here I am done with the 28 chains. Now for the first row, skip the first chain from the hook and going into the second chain, work 1 double crochet. Now work 1 chain, skip the next chain and we'll be working 1 double crochet into next 7 chains. So skipping the first chain and going into the next chain, work 1 double crochet. In similar manner, work 6 double crochets into next 6 stitches. So here I have done with the 7 double crochets. Now we will be working 1 chain, skip the next chain and into the next work 1 double crochet. And in similar manner we will be working 6 double crochets into next 6 stitches. So the sequence of this round is, after working 1 double crochet into the first stitch, work 1 chain and skip 1 stitch and work 1 double crochet into next 7 stitches. Again, you will be working 1 chain, skipping the next stitch and working 7 double crochets into next 7 stitches. So just continue working like this till you have last 2 stitches left. I have almost come to the end of the first row by working groups of 7 double crochets separated with chain 1 spaces. Now I am left with the last 2 stitches. Now one important thing about this stitch pattern is that each row begins and ends in a similar way. We began the row with 1 double crochet and chain 1. Now we will be ending the row in a similar manner. So work 1 chain, skip the second last stitch and into the last stitch work 1 double crochet. So that finishes our first row. Now in order to work the second row, work 1 chain and turn your work. Now we will be working 2 double crochets. 1 double crochet will be worked on top of the double crochet worked in the previous row. And we will be working 1 more double crochet into this chain 1 space. So in total, I have worked 2 double crochets. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and work 1 double crochet into next 5 stitches. So here I worked the 5 double crochets. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and work 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, followed by 1 chain. So the sequence of this round is, after working the first 2 double crochets, work 1 chain and skip 1 stitch, and from here on we will be repeating the sequence, that is to work 5 double crochets into next 5 stitches, then work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and work 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space. Again work 1 chain, skip skip one stitch and work 5 double crochets into next 5 stitches. So just continue working like this and I'll show you how to end this row. Since we began the row with 2 double crochets, we'll be ending the row by working 2 double crochets. So after making the 5 double crochets, work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and into the chain 1 space work 1 double crochet and work the last double crochet on top of the double crochet worked in the previous row. So that finishes our second row. Now for the third row, work 1 chain and turn your work, and the sequence of this row is very simple. We'll be working 3 double crochets into next 3 stitches. This is the first, second, and into the chain 1 space work the third double crochet. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and work 3 double crochets into next 3 stitches. Followed by 1 chain. So the pattern of this round is to work 3 double crochets into first 3 stitches followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, again work 3 double crochets into next 3 stitches followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch. So just continue working like this till you reach the end of the round. Here I come to the end of the third row where I worked group of 3 double crochets separated with chain 1 spaces, and as I mentioned before, at the beginning as well as at the end I worked 3 double crochets. Now for the fourth row, work 1 chain and turn your work, and into the first 4 stitches work 1 double crochet each. So I worked in total 3 double crochets. Now going into the chain 1 space, work the 4th double crochet. So in total I have done 4 double crochets. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and going into the next work 1 double crochet followed by 1 chain. Now skip the next stitch and work 5 double crochets into next 5 stitches. So in total I have worked 5 double crochets. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and going into the next work 1 double crochet followed by 1 chain. So the sequence of this row is to work 4 double crochets into the first 4 stitches followed by 1 chain, and the repeat sequence begins from here. That is, you will be working 1 double crochet followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, then work 5 double crochets into next 5 stitches followed by 1 chain. So just continue with this sequence, and as I mentioned before, you will be ending the row with 4 double crochets as we had begun. I have come to the end of the 4th row by working 1 double crochet into the last 4 stitches. Now for the 5th row, work 1 chain and turn your work, and you will be working 1 double crochet each into the first 5 stitches. So I have worked 4 double crochets. Now going into the chain 1 space, work the 5th double crochet. So in total I have done 5 double crochets. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and moving into the next, work 1 double crochet. And we'll be working 6 more double crochets into next 6 stitches. So in total I have worked 7 double crochets, including the one that I have done in the chain 1 space. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and moving to the next 7 stitches, work 1 double crochet each. So the sequence of the 5th row is to work 1 double crochet each into the first 5 stitches followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, and from here on the repeat sequence begins. That is, you will be working 7 double crochets into next 7 stitches followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, again work 7 double crochet into next 7 stitches. So just continue like this and you will be ending the row by working 5 double crochets into last 5 stitches. Here I have come to the end of the 5th row by working 5 double crochets into last 5 stitches. Now we shall work the 6th row. For that, work 1 chain and turn your work, and into the first 4 stitches work 1 double crochet each. Work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and into the chain 1 space work 1 double crochet followed by 1 chain. Now skip the next stitch and into the next 5 stitches work 1 double crochet each. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and into the chain 1 space work 1 double crochet followed by 1 chain. So the sequence of the 6th row is, into the first 4 stitches you will be working 1 double crochet each followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, and from here the repeat sequence begins. That is, you will be working 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, and into the next 5 stitches work 1 double crochet each followed by 1 chain. So just continue working like this and you will be ending the 6th row by working 4 double crochets into last 4 stitches. So here I have done the 6th row of our pattern stitch. Now for the 7th row, work 1 chain and turn your work, and this row is very simple. We will be working groups of 3 double crochets separated with chain 1 spaces. So going into the first 3 stitches, work 1 double crochet each. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and into the chain 1 space, work 1 double crochet. We'll be working 2 more double crochets into next 2 stitches. So in total I have done the 3 double crochets. Now work 1 chain. So this is the pattern sequence of this round. To work 3 double crochets into first 3 stitches followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, again work 3 double crochets into next 3 stitches followed by 1 chain and skip the next stitch. So just continue with the sequence till the end of the row. The 7th row is done. Now for working the 8th row, which is the final row of our repeat sequence, work 1 chain and turn your work, and into the first 2 stitches work 1 double crochet. So in total I have done 2 double crochets. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and into the chain 1 space work 1 double crochet. I will be working 4 more double crochets into next 4 stitches. So in total I have done 5 double crochets. Now work 1 chain, skip the next stitch and into the next work 1 double crochet followed by 1 chain. The sequence of this row is, into the first 2 stitches we will be working 1 double crochet each, followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, and from here on the repeat sequence begins. That is, you will be working 5 double crochets into next 5 stitches, followed by 1 chain, skip the next stitch, and into the next work 1 double crochet, followed by 1 chain, and skip the next stitch. Again into the next 5 stitches, work 5 double crochets. So just continue working like this till you reach the end, and you will end this row by working 2 double crochets. After working the 8 rows of a pattern sequence, I have worked one more row, that is row 9, which is same as the first row. So when you work out the 8 rows in a particular sequence which I mentioned earlier, you can see this beautiful diamond pattern getting formed. Now depending upon your crochet work for which you are using this stitch pattern, you will be repeating this 8 row again for the desired length of your project work. You can use this pattern stitch for variety of crochet projects like baby blankets, shawls, cardigans, and many more. So that's all for today's tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial really very useful as well as interesting too. In case of any queries, please let me know through comments. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.